I like this hair length on your gay ass. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Chat, how's it going today? I am in Scotland. Scotland Yard. Edinburgh. I don't think that's how you say it. Edinburgh. Edinburgh. Anyway, I'm here. Today, guys, we are watching 2 tournaments. The first one is going to be the League of Legends tournament. It's playoffs. It's Team Liquid versus Shopify Rebellion. And the second one is Full House, a Super Smash Bros. Melee tournament. Damn, that strawberry is good as hell, bro. It's not playoffs. Okay, it's seeding for playoffs. Like, what are we doing here? I guess you're right. It's not technically. It's not playoffs, and I give you that. I grant you that. You're correct there. Anyway, what is up? Hope you're all having a wonderful day today. I'm a little bit late because the Ethernet in the hotel didn't work. But in exchange for the Ethernet not working, they upgraded me to a suite. I've been upgraded to a suite. Pog. It is 9:30 here. Dude, it is so late. Tim, can you tag the entirety of my Discord? That's just not happening for me. There's just no way I figure that out. Thank you, the Primes. Penguin, thank you very much. Why are you in Scotland? I'm shooting a video here. I'm filming a video here. All right, hold up. Let me switch scenes.
Is super duper
Chat, y'all can see and hear this, right?
It counts all
hello. Y'all see and hear?
The gold lead they got through towers, through tower gold. They're gonna increase that gold lead with this tower, so they might turn the objective bounties back on.
I have to read chat like this.
Here,
we're going OG right now.
Kills. And
we are bringing this shit back in YouTube chat. If you're asking if I'm reading you, not a chance in hell I read you today.
Thing that they can get.
Not a chance in hell
today. They also have 1 flower.
I usually do, man. I usually do, I swear.
That's more. Yeah.
I usually do, man.
There we go. All right.
Why are you in Scotland? I have a video, bro. I don't want to leak what it is.
Okay. Flowers, you win games 1 petal at a time. Oh, okay.
1 petal at a time.
I'm just filling a childhood dream, okay? And I have to go to Scotland to do it.
Let's go! Takes a bunch of damage and a very nice equalizer down over the top.
This Jin ult's gonna go crazy.
As the curtain call opens and Contracts is stuck in the front line. Yawn's grabbing the first blood, and it's already 2 dead. We're in Shopify jerseys. Team Liquid wants even more as the seismic shove doesn't connect. And the first time Shopify fights for one of these neutral objectives, Team Liquid hits them right in the mouth.
Looking like domination, Flowers. It is looking like complete and utter
Scotland
domination
forever!
on the rift from Team Liquid, led by their captain,
that was bad.
But
all right, can I say some shit about Europe? To all the Europeans in the building, what is the deal with the bottles? Because the bottles don't allow you to remove the tops. You can't remove the tops of the bottles. Why is that the case? Why can you not remove the tops of the bottles? For recycling? I'll recycle the top. I'll do it. What do you think I am, a child? That all of a sudden I remove the cap and I can't find the recycling bin for the cap, but I can find it for the bottle? What do you mean? I can find it. No, this is European overstepping, okay? This is European overstepping, and I put my foot down. And what is the deal with all the products not having red 40 in it? What is the deal with that? Well, can we not have some red 40? A little bit? Am I not a free man to eat what I'd like? As a treat. It's because it has chemicals in it.
Liquid.
All right, come on. We need this drag. Let's get this Drake. Let's get this Drake. Good flash by Yuji. Let's get this Drake.
Already looking to create some space.
Oh, God.
Solo laners on Shopify are at death's door. The Dragon's going to be overtaken. Yawn with a kill on Palafox. Beautiful shooting from the Team Liquid AD carry. Everybody on Shopify's dead. Team Liquid takes the Drake.
Okay.
Team Liquid takes everything. It's a 7-0 game
GG.
with a 7,000. Make it 8,000 gold.
GG.
Honestly, I'm a believer in Spawn's belt now. Spawn showed up.
Hey, see y'all game 2. See y'all game 2. Okay, so there's also a Melee tournament going on right now. There's 3 Shopify Rebellion players. Moki's in winners. Zane and Josh Man have to play in losers. Mango's in losers. Hungry Box beat Zane. Axe beat Mango. It's a flipped day. Flashbang. I'm sorry, bro. I'm on a new setup. I don't have dark theme on. I'll turn it on. My bad. My bad. It's a new computer. I have used it for the first time ever today, right now. Literally, oh my God, I got a sub. Thank you, Ekimno. Thank you, Ace, for the 2 months. I thought Moki beat Zane. That was probably in pools yesterday. But pools they don't fucking matter. That's the thing about pools. They don't fucking matter. How'd you get internet in Scotland? Dude, what do you think this is? This is not like the Sentinel Island. It's Scotland, bro.
The way out is in, but they're not going to get there with steadfast presence blocking.
Oh, we got a kill. Let's get another.
B-Boy wants to continue the chase. Team Liquid
2 kills.
3. Palafox wants APA, but he ain't going to find it.
Okay, we got a flash. Okay, contracts. Contracts. Core JJ.
More damage. Finally.
Everybody left. Why did everybody leave? Oh,
but Palafox and B-Boy have already died for it. Team Liquid looking for more. It's only Fudge and Sayo still standing on the Shopify roster, and Team Liquid will be happy with the trade.
Wait, am I not live on YouTube right now? Why did it take me so long to go live? You are? What's up, YouTube? We're here. Sorry, I can't pull up both chats on my phone. I don't have a second monitor.
Auto-attacking those, and they will pick up the Otacon in
Come
the
to
aftermath.
London, there's a
Of course,
Red Bull
they're
place.
still looking 2 minutes, 40 seconds ahead into the future towards the Cloud Soul. Shopify.
Read YouTube chat? I
clearly
can't.
made
I
the
literally
call.
and don't
Okay,
type
let's just
read the
full
YouTube
send
chat
every
in Twitch
opportunity
chat,
that we
right?
get. We are so far down.
You can do.
Yeah, we
Are
have
you
to-
in
we have to
Glasgow
full send at this point,
or
but
Edinburgh?
honestly, it's
I'm
too
in
late. Like,
Edinburgh.
it's almost 10,000 gold.
I'm in
lead here.
Edinburgh.
Maybe they can pull out a miracle and extend this game. It's gonna have to be 2 minutes into the future here for this Dragon Soul fight. Maybe
Although
they could
I will
find a
say
pick
the
beforehand
first
would
few
be the
hours
ideal
of being in the
situation,
UK
so you
have
don't
gone
actually have to
poorly.
fight a full 5-on-5
They've gone
because they're
poorly.
so heavily disadvantaged in a full 5-on-5.
I land in the
you
UK
need
and I have to
something
go
else to
through
your way
customs,
earlier.
which
It's just
requires
really
me to
hard
scan my
because look at the
passport.
vision coverage
Problem,
from Team Liquid. The
my
top's not fully lit
passport
up,
got
so the hope for
soaked
Shopify
with
is to make
water
a
in Japan.
bottom-side
Soaked
vision
with water.
surprise play,
Drenched with
in
water.
advance of the
And
arrival of the
because of that,
Dragon
it doesn't
Soul,
scan.
So that then they can start to like compound some
But
small victories
when I
into a
went
bigger one.
through the
So,
customs and I
before
told
the
the
Otacon
agent
was
that, they
taken,
said
the-
just try
the
to
flower
scan
count
it.
was
So I
5-5.
did.
Now, hold on. Nice potential play
Oh, there we go.
Shopify need more damage to finish off APA.
Hey, way to stay in the
Contracts is
bush.
gonna provide. Now with a
Wait,
round
let's
one
get a
coming in
two-piece.
from Fudge,
Let's get a
Shopify
two-piece.
found their angle. Yuji's in some danger now with
Hold
no
up.
Pantheon shield.
Wait, back
He'll
off
get
now.
hit.
Back off. Back off.
Wants to
Palafox.
charm, but he
Back
can't
off.
find it. And impacts on a
Be
kill.
happy with two.
Timed equalizer.
What do you gotta do? Give a kill every time we have a fight? It's not necessary all the time. Sometimes you can just take and now they got a 2K. Now they wipe our team. We could have gotten 2 and got out. We could have gotten 2 and got out.
When it looks like Shopify might have found one last shining light in the darkness, Team Liquid.
We could have gotten 2 and got out. We could have.
Sometimes it is really hard to control and throttle
Anyway,
your comeback because they
I
made
land in the UK.
ideal
My passport doesn't
bottom-side
scan. I tell the
vision
lady, she
surprise
says
play
go through the line
files.
anyway. I
Look
go through the
right
whole
here.
line. At the
They're
end of the
gonna be able to
line,
get a
guess what
couple of
happens?
kills. At the
My passport
moment that
doesn't
you
scan.
start to get
But she
kills,
doesn't
though,
stop there.
your mind is
She
thinking,
thinks that it's
is
a
this
user
the best
error.
opportunity
So
to
she
push the
says,
advantage
sir, can
of
you
a
take
couple
off your
of
hat?
kills and
I had a
members of
hat
team
on.
being
I say,
down
fine, I take
to
off my
try and
hat
get
because you're supposed to
more?
scan your face
Or
at the same
do-
time.
when do we need
And
to
it still
call
doesn't
this
work.
off
And she
and
goes,
take
sir,
our
could you stand up
victory
straight with your
already?
shoulders
Right there
square to the
was
monitor?
when they stepped a little
I'm like,
bit too
okay,
far,
fine.
overextending
So I
into
stand
the
up straight with my
rest of the
shoulders
team,
square
you know,
to the
fighting
monitor. She
for
goes,
the
sir,
extra
when you're
charm.
putting the passport in the
In
machine to be
hindsight,
scanned, are you
look
holding
back
it
and you're
flat?
like,
I go,
okay,
yeah.
we needed to call
Nothing
it
else you
off
can
at
do. I'm
just
holding it
the
flat.
original, victory,
And then she just
basically
goes,
take our profits at that
It
point.
still doesn't work. She goes,
But
sir,
it's
this is not
really
working.
easy
Just can you
to
go to an
feel for
agent?
them
I'm like, that's what I
and kind of
asked
get into that
for.
mentality of,
I
"Ooh,
asked for
we
that
are
at the
starting
start."
to come back."
Oh, hold on. Already the next fight is started up as
I did not
contracts
say,
in the
don't
middle
you
of
know I'm
everybody
Ludwig.
create some space, but Jan
I did not
just
say
way too
that.
strong.
But
Impact gotta try to get
I
back.
think
Another
I'm not
Shopify making a
crazy.
one-for-one trade
I
here for the
think I'm
start.
more
B-Boy's about
familiar
to
with my
drop the
passport than the
Comet Spear from
fucking
Yuji
agent
seals his
is.
fate as a double
Okay, but
kill for
British
Jan.
people in their
Here's
queues,
Palafox. Yuji's
you know, I
rejoined the fight
have
as
to
the
go
curtain
through the
call
order they want me to
opens
go
up.
through.
Sayos, he dodges the first 2 bullets. He dodges the third.
I did
The
not
fourth
say I make
shot
too much money
gets
for
it
this. I did
done.
not say you guys are putting words
Shopify
in my
lose
mouth.
4
Okay?
out of 5.
Did I
It's
think it?
only
No, of
Fudge
course not. I'm a
alive.
nice
And
guy.
Team Liquid continue to
Is it
run
true?
the rift.
No, of
They've
course
got
not.
that
Money
next
doesn't
Drake
remove
alive.
the
That one's
necessity
getting
for you to
picked up
queue.
once again for free, and that'll be Dragon Soul for TL.
Yep, they finally.
But
claimed
anyway,
that. All right, now with all
outside
the
of that,
extra
everything's been
speed,
fine.
The map, it becomes very, very.
I haven't had food yet.
difficult
I
to
looked up the
spread
national
and
food
to
of
play
Scotland because I've
for
never been to
Shopify.
Scotland. It
Cloud
turns out
Soul
it's
just cuts off
Haggis.
so many of your options with
Which,
all the mobility it gives to Team Liquid.
Which,
and it
dead
makes it
ass,
so easy to use
is
a, big gold
a
lead,
sheep's
because
liver
of that. So
and
there
heart
we go.
chopped up
We're
and
chilling.
put
You
into a
gotta
sheep's
count those small
stomach.
things, Flowers.
Yeah, we're
Every little baby step in the comeback.
Which,
Yeah,
like,
well,
Every little brick on the road.
I think I understand why that's the national food, right?
Almost has twice as many kills
You
as
know,
the
like
entirety of
historically,
Shopify
when
put together.
there was
He's
a
11-0-6.
different era in the
He's
800s,
5,000
people were more
gold ahead
impoverished.
of his lane
That'd probably be a
opponent. And
delicious
now
Sunday
Core
dinner.
JJ and Impact have found another one. There's
We
burgers
have
on the
McDonald's
grill,
now.
and they look like Seos. Team Liquid with a 5v4.
We just have McDonald's now. We don't need haggis anymore. And I'm not disrespecting because I haven't tried it, and I will try it.
I've heard of that where you use like the really hot
But I
rocks to
feel
cook
like
things.
it's only
Yeah,
the
yeah,
food
yeah.
of Scotland for
Flame
historic
spitter on top
reasons
of
and not
the
because it's yummy.
Talia
Yeah,
rocks
it's
right
a
there.
nice combo.
Yeah.
Is
works
it
out
good?
pretty well.
All-
But,
Be
that's
so
Seos.
real,
They're
is it
not
good?
happy with it. He is not looking to go to that restaurant as we've got the Baron secured 25 minutes. 30
Yes,
seconds into the game
it's
for TL,
stupid
pushing that gold
yummy.
lead
Okay,
up to 12
shut up. For a
1,500.
moment,
I
be
think in
fucking
yesterday's
real.
FlyQuest
Ignore if
C9
you're
series,
Scottish,
the
you're
peak
Scottish
gold lead was like
heritage or
18K.
pride,
I think
or if you
TL is
just
trying to
if you're a
chase
real
that.
eater, ignore that from.
It's kind of
Pizza
crazy that we're
fucking
even
rules.
considering,
Okay,
like, will
burgers fucking
this
rule.
Be as
A-
much
a,
of
a
stomp
lobster
as
roll.
that
Awesome.
FlyQuest Cloud9 series already.
right.
Shopify, though,
Sell
they've
me
been
on the
able to
sheep
fight
liver.
some kills back
How
for
is the
themselves,
sheep
so,
liver?
you know, they're scrapping a little bit. It's just that they're so far behind. The base basically melts in front of them.
Yeah, this is
We
quite
eat
the
it every
performance
year
here
for
from Team
Robert
Liquid as
Burns Day.
Shopify Rebellion
Who's
cannot
that?
hold
Is that
their
like a
tier 3
good
turret here in the top lane.
Scottish
That
football
inhibitor is
player or
gonna fall
something?
Right after the Baroned up minions will guarantee it. 2 more shots, I think, from that cannon, or maybe just the little guys will get it done there. It goes.
He was a
Inhibitor
poet?
down in top lane. 13,000 gold lead for
Do you have a
TL,
day for a
as
poet?
Shopify are trying to scramble and
That's their
defend
Edgar
these
Allan
remaining 2
Poe.
lanes. Luckily,
Yeah,
the
but like
bottom
for a
lane
second,
is all the
imagine
way
if
down
somebody
at
in
the
America
TL
was
tier
like,
2 turrets, so
"Yo,
they don't have to worry
you
about
just
that one right
have
now."
to have
But that
this
was one
pheasant
auto
for
attack
Edgar
from
Allan
Yon.
Poe
Now
Day. It goes
Palafox
crazy."
Nearly just burns away to the equalizer. Luckily, did not have to use the
It'd be a
ult or the
very
flash to
niche
escape there,
person
but with
who
him
says
so
that. Probably an
quickly
English
injured,
major.
TL know that there's no way for Shopify to defend. They're going to force down the second
Name one
lane
Scottish
of
person.
super minions to spawn with that
Ewan
inhibitor eliminated.
McGregor in
And now
Trainspotting?
It's just the bottom lane, Kobe.
Where
and Team
Scots?
Liquid is looking clean.
They certainly are. I feel like them and FlyQuest really focused on early games in
And that's
the
kinda
last
it.
week of scrims.
That's all I got.
They certainly are able to snowball
Groundskeeper
very
Willie?
effectively
Yep, that's
here.
true.
And especially, you know, both of them.
Susan
using the
Boyle?
Jhin. It's actually up to a shield bow now too for Yon. So
Jacksepticeye's
since he's
Irish.
so
I'm
far
pretty sure
ahead, he's
Limmy's
even,
Irish.
Getting some
but I would
extra
hate to be wrong on that.
survivability on top of all the damage that he already had. He was spiking so hard. I'm becoming a very big fan of this collector and
Limmy
IV
is
build.
Scottish.
You know, of course, see with
Fuck.
the rapid
That's a
fire
bad
in
one to
there,
fuck
but
up,
see,
isn't it?
APA is back out again.
I know
Another
that's a
going
bad one to
after
fuck up.
Seos once more. That
I think
Alistar
it's
tries
the
to
equivalent
escape, but
of
he knows
saying
he's
somebody
just
from
dead,
New
and now
York
the
is from New
steadfast
Jersey.
presence
It would piss them
stops
off.
B-Boy in his tracks. The
And, like, the
bottom
thing
lane of
is,
Shopify
to be
Rebellion
fair, it's
eliminated
close. You know what I
as
mean?
TL just secured their
To a
position with
Floridian,
the
they're the
main
same
wave.
thing,
Get
but when
ready to
you're
push
in New
down
York,
this
it's quite
last
different to be from
inhibitor that's
Jersey.
still standing on
It's
the
worse than
Shopify
that?
side. It's a 5v3
I didn't
for
call
the
him
next
English.
20
Chill.
seconds, and TL have a 13,000 gold lead.
I know he's
They're
not
gonna
English.
force the end of the game on those numbers. Fudge, Palafox, and Contracts are going to need more than a miracle
If I was
here,
really trying to
as
hurt him, I'd
Yuji
say that
just
shit.
Immediately jumps forward. Palafox is taken out. Contracts wants to use
Can
his
you watch
ultimate
something where it seems like
space,
both
but
sides
it's
can
not
win,
going
like
to
Double Lift
work.
versus Ludwig in
Impact
Street
takes
Fighter?
him out of the picture as Fudge drops the realm warp.
Thank
Core
you.
JJ tackles it
Thank
right back
you.
out of it.
Glad to
And
see we
Team
saw some
Liquid
fans out
is
there.
looking to farm a couple of fantasy
For the
points
Coots on
before
Street
this
Fighter,
one
the
ends.
Honda.
Those turrets are going to die just to the minions.
Watashi
Seos
no
and
Honda.
B-Boy are back alive, but
Yeah,
for
we got
how
fucked, huh?
long? B-Boy and Seos
25
just
kills to
trying
6,
to
15k
dodge the
gold
shots.
lead, 4
Team
Drakes to
Liquid
0, not a
slams
single
game
objective
one.
slain.
15.7 thousand.
That's a
gold
26
lead
minutes
for
played,
Team
0
Liquid
points
here.
scored, 0
Dragon
assists,
Soul
6 fouls
in
stat line.
pockets.
What the hell? That is
What a
tough.
huge snowball. And
That is a
Flowers,
tough
it
stat
all
line.
started with Core JJ.
Ew, ew,
the
I just
Poppy
gagged. I got a
of
notification
madness.
from
He
Duolingo
invaded,
that
he
said,
took out
I miss you.
Contracts
I'm
from
deleting the
game,
app.
basically put him so far
I'm
behind.
deleting
He
the
put him
app?
so
How
far,
is
like an
that?
entire level behind
How is
so
that
early
for
on
you
into the
miss me?
game, and then still had a bunch of pressure in bot lane too. That, like, I don't know. I feel like it was.
You know what's
almost
embarrassing? thing.
playable
So
for
the
Shopify there,
iPhone,
having their jungle
when
and
you
their
look up a
bottom lane
letter,
so
it will auto populate the most used app right? That makes sense. When I type in the letter D, what app do you think pops up? And it can be any of the letters. It could be the first letter or whatever. What app do you think pops up when I type the letter D? DoorDash. That's a good guess. Discord. That would make sense. It would make sense if it was Discord. Duolingo. Nope. Nope. This one's second to Duolingo. It's actually Dunkin' Donuts. It's the Dunkin' Donuts mobile app. Dunkin' Donuts kind of saved me the other day because I donated a bunch of money to charity, but I did it on a credit card. This is not me flexing because I donated. I don't, I'm rich, whatever. But I donated $10K to Connor's charity, and it maxed out my credit card because my credit card limit's $10K. So I couldn't use my credit card, and I kept forgetting, and I kept getting declined. And then I was out, and that was the only card I had, and I couldn't buy anything, and I was really hungry, and I remembered that I have Dunkin' Donuts rewards points, and I just ate Dunkin' Donuts for like 3 days straight. I just lived off my points until my my credit was renewed or whatever. You tell me you don't have Apple Pay? No, I do. I'm saying the Apple Pay maxed out. It kept getting declined. Are you coming to Dundee? I don't know what that shit is. Thank you, Chase Q, for the 11 months. Thank you, Kakuti, for the Prime. Thank you, Rally Sesh for the Prime. Thank you, Zoffy Music for the 4 months. The fuck you doing in Scotland? I'm filming a video. I think it'll be cool, though. I'm pretty pumped about the video. But I don't think I should leak it. I guess I could leak it. Nah, I shouldn't. Nah, I could. Dundee's nuts fit in your mouth. Okay. Kind of fucked up. By the way, chat, I don't know if you guys saw, yesterday we talked a bit about some changes I'm trying to make on Ludwig. The changes have already gone into effect, and Ludwig has uploaded 3 times in the past 24 hours, even beating out some of the Clippers. Whoa, already in effect. Shout out. So this is the official channel now that's going to be uploading highlights from the stream, and they should be quite rapid. They should be quite quick. You look dead? I mean, to be fair, I flew from LA to Scotland. It's kind of far, bro. You have to understand we're covering a lot of ground there. And there's no direct flights to Scotland. Let me tell you, the English made sure of that. Did you sleep on the plane? Yeah, I watched Godzilla -1, and then I slept. It was awesome. And then I played Hades too. Do you guys know Hades? Anyway. Anything crazy happen in the world while I was flying? I don't think so. Seems like it's been somewhat of a muted day. A muted Sunday. The Pope died. Again? Joe Biden has cancer? Joe Biden diagnosed with aggressive prostate cancer. Ew, why did you have to... Just say, okay. First off, sad. Second off, why'd you have to call it aggressive prostate cancer? It implies the existence of a docile prostate cancer. I feel like prostate cancer is always a bad thing. Biden was diagnosed on Friday after he saw a doctor last week for urinary symptoms. The cancer is characterized by a Gleason score of 9 with metastasis to the bone. I don't know what that means. What's a Gleason score? Gleason score is determined to grade how bad a prostate cancer is. Okay. And what is a grade 9? It's the highest one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. High, very high. The tumor tissue is poorly differentiated or undifferentiated, highly aggressive and likely to grow and spread fast. Oh, fuck. That's bad. That's bad. That's bad. Damn, Joe. Shit, that happened 30 minutes ago. I mean, he is old. He's 82, bro. 82 is up there. How old's Donald Trump? Damn. He was born in 1946. I was just watching Godzilla, which takes place in the year that Donald Trump was born. That's when the movie that I watched took place. And I was watching the movie, and I was like, damn, this shit is old as hell. Yeah, Donald Trump lived through Godzilla. A ship with a Mexican flag crashed into the Brooklyn Bridge. Okay, what was up with that? I saw this. Did people die? 2 people died? Okay. I feel like that tone came off like I didn't care. That's sad. I thought 300 people died. So relative to what I thought a few seconds ago, this is better. It's still bad. Someone blew up a sperm bank? What? What the fuck's happening today? What does that even mean? They blew up a sperm bank. Sperm bank blow up. Like a terrorist act? Or like someone had a really dank sperm and it fucking exploded? Like what happened here? One person died? Was it the guy who blew up? Sperm bank blown up. Okay, nothing comes up. I think you guys are just lying to me now. What the fuck is... I looked up sperm bank blown up and the first thing that comes up is the Great Sperm Heist. What... Paul was in his 80s when he called someone to say that she was his daughter conceived in the fertility clinic with his sperm. The only problem, he never donated any. What? Maji. Okay. So it's been a weird day, it sounds like. A bit strange. Did you lost weight? No, I actually gained weight. Dude, someone said some fucking horrible shit that stuck with me last stream. Last stream, somebody said Ludwig looks like he's aged 6 years in the last 2. Kind of like Nakey Jakey. It's not a bad thing. He just looks like an old dad. And I read that entire comment. It had 0 likes. And for the first time in like months, I was like, what the fuck? Like, because he wasn't even trying to phrase it as an insult. He just, you know, slipped into one. And why do you have to bring Nakey Jakey into it? Why did that happen? So anyway, do I look older? My haircut looks bad right now because I wore a hat. Yes. Okay. Fucking lie. Huh? How about you just fucking lie sometimes? It's okay to lie, chat. I do it all the time. Why are you filming? Okay, guys. I'm in Scotland right now because I'm filming a video, which is a sequel to a video that I released a couple of weeks ago. It's living 24 hours as, and then insert job that I think is kind of cool. So the last one I did is I worked 24 hours as a baker, a French baker. And today I'm going to work tomorrow I'm going to be working 24 hours as a game tester. Now, I'm not going to say which company I'm working for yet, but that's what I'm doing here in Scotland. So I'm going to work as a game tester. Because when I was a kid, I thought this was a cool-ass job. I still think it's a cool-ass job, but I don't know what the job entails. I just know that it is a job. You're already a game tester? I'm not really a game tester. I guess when I was a kid, I thought it'd be cool to get paid to play video games because I thought video games were awesome and getting paid because you needed money was awesome. So what if you could just do them both at the same time was the logic. Now, I kind of ended up doing this in a way because I'm paid to play video games, but I'm not paid to test them. That's different. And so I'm curious like what it entails to do that because I genuinely have I've never met someone who's a game tester full time. I don't know, really what it entails day to day. I don't know how stable of a career it is. Because to me, it kind of feels like it wouldn't be super stable, right? You'd be constantly looking for jobs in between dev cycles for companies you've worked with. So that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm going to find out. I'm going to work 24 hours as a game tester and make a little video about it. Thank you, Jesus Doe, for the 15 months of Prime. Thank you, Choens, for the 2 years. You're not aging super quickly. In parentheses, this is not a lie. Soup, thank you for the Raw Tier 1. Master Kid, thank you for the Prime. Welcome. Try. Jock, thank you for the 3 months. Demi Say Stuff, thank you for the 15 months. Mr. Mom Slayer, thank you for the Prime. ND Pat, thank you for the 39 months. OG in the building. Are you going to be back in LA for the AT&T Annihilator Cup? Yeah, I'll be back well before. I'll be back well before the AT&T Annihilator Cup. Is there an NDA of which game you're testing? Not even, no. I guess I could leak it, but I'd rather just the video come out without me saying what the game is. I think it'll make it better because it's not really about the game. That's not the point. The point isn't the game. The point is the people who work there, their job, and The game's a cool part of it, but that's not the big part of it. Never mind.
I honestly think that he will go Assassin, and he'll just play around the Scion and not through the Scion.
Right.
Wait, what's our team? What's our team?
You're going around that wide Scion.
Yeah. Let's
That's
somebody
are going.
job to kill that thing.
Oh, they're going
Well,
Scion.
it's going to be a pretty tough
They're
game,
going
though, to play the
Scion?
Kha'Zix because you've got two tanky champions in the Scion and the Rel with tons of CC. You've got Nico that just has this giant get the hell out of here circle that you cannot be
Scion,
anywhere near when that ultimate
Ezreal.
goes off. And Ezreal's a pretty evasive AD. So Contracts
Was
is going
the
to have
Hawkeye?
to
Oh,
really be
Viego,
dialed
that's
in
his
here
name.
on the purple buck.
Yeah, I mean, he
We
might
have
end up still
Jace.
going with that older
Is that
Conqueror and
a-
Black Cleaver style build.
Kha'Zix? Is that
But
Kha'Zix jungle
we'll see which
chat?
angle he
Contracts,
does
is he
go
playing
with it.
Kha'Zix?
Viego, definitely a champion that as long as you are wary and you can avoid
Kha'Zix
the stun,
is kind of good.
then you
Nautilus.
can definitely come out ahead in some of
Varus.
those duels. A lot of it for Kha'Zix relies on getting into position early. When you have Russ presence, it means you are isolated.
Not
plus you
Varus'
are
gay ass
unseen,
clutching
so
bot lane.
A lot of it can
Thank
be,
you very much, Beerworms,
you know,
for the 4 months of
through
Twitching Prime.
Early invades, you know, warding jungle paths.
Kilo or
and having
audio,
the
yeah.
Support help you out. So play for jungle, I think, is going to be a theme once again here.
Have you
Try and
watched the
play
new
for
Nakey
jungle
Jakey video?
advantage.
I watch a new
See if
Nakey
you can
Jakey
get
video.
a lead
Okay,
there
I have a
for either one
question
of
though.
these
Atomic Bomb thing to Prime.
jungles.
First off, I like the video. It was an enjoyable video, especially as somebody who, you know, likes that similar sort of diving into a game and learning a lot of it. I did it with League. How good is 10K LP in CS Premier, CS2 Premier? Like, what is the relative rank in Valorant? Is that platinum or is that gold? Is that...
You were talking about getting there early. Core JJ, he literally
It's
started
gold
with
1.
a level
So
1
he's
before
hella
he could spawn
ass.
Ward kill. Do you remember? You were joking, Flowers. You were like, "Oh my God, Core JJ, he's got the most, you know, CS. He's got the most everything." But one big factor that we have been talking
But
about.
I guess
setting
he
up,
went from
Spawn
like
is back in
he went
person.
from like
They have a relationship this year where
he went from like
focuses some of the
actually
time remote
Iron
to stay with
4,
his
like
family,
paper fucking 4
and raise his kids,
to
but
gold 1,
sometimes
which is actually pretty
when
good.
They really need him. They send up the bat signal. They call in Spawn, and he comes back, and they just instantly have success. Flowers.
And that graphic is up.
How good is like 15K?
In there, 9-1.
Is that
with
plat?
Spawn here with the team in person. It's got to be studied.
Yeah,
man. It
what
really does.
something
The
that was surprising
Spawn
to me about the
effect on
video
this team
was
can
how
turn them
few
into
ranked games he
entirely
played.
different
Like, he would be
beasts.
like,
And
this is my
Shopify
14th ranked game.
got
And I was like,
little
brother,
bit of a
are we on
taste
day
of how
1?
tough that beast
Like,
is
I
to
feel like I would
deal
be
with
done with
in
14
one.
ranked.
We're gonna
Like
see
3
if,
months would pass, he'd be
Contract
like,
can
this is
make
game
them
number
against
7. And I'm like, what do you mean?
This Kha'Zix. He has gone with the first
I feel like I would
Flowers.
crush
Not the
100
Conqueror
games in the
Cloak
first
action,
week.
Kind of boring bruiser build. This will
I think he's
be
just doing a lot of
damage
casual
Kha'Zix,
games.
Some lethality Kha'Zix here. He's got the first strike to try and generate the extra gold, to try and get the early
All right,
burst
come on, let's
damage.
do this shit. Oh, nice.
We'll see if he
Nice.
can actually pull it off.
Good damage on
It
Ezreal.
is not
He's
that
going to have to use his
easy in
heal,
pro
or his
play
pots, I guess.
usually. And you mentioned, you know, it is hard to get around a Nico. It is hard to get around Rel sometimes. So, but he's going to have to do
Why don't
that.
you
don't
go
wanna get
pro
caught up
in
a lot of
League
these
of
AoEs.
Legends?
You
To
have
be
to
honest, I
very,
thought about it, but
very
I just make way
good
too much
with your
money streaming, and I enjoy it too
positioning,
much.
using your ultimate to get in and out of
I don't know
these
how I want to
fights.
sit in this
And
chair.
not
I'm
really
like
get
still
caught up
deciding.
on the Scion in
The
the front
all-electric
line,
Kia
looking for the
EV9.
good openings to get kills on backline. And it does help always, of course, when you've got a Galio and you have a Nautilus on your team. Point and click from Nautilus helps you start things out, and the Galio helps you when you go in with your ultimate, being invisible to get really good positioning for Galio ultimates and allow you to actually play team fights a lot more effectively.
Okay, nice use
Fuck,
of the
fuck
fighting
you,
mix.
Fi-Fine.
The strangle
Fucking
blocks up
sons of
Palafox, and
bitches.
one more auto attack doesn't
Palafox,
do it
how did this
because
happen?
Palafox
You're
drank
Galio.
his potion. I've never seen a
Just
better
chill.
PSA for remembering the pots than that right there. Palafox barely holds on.
Flowers, I got confirmation that was 4 health left.
How the fuck did... what happened to that? What the fuck just happened to that health bar?
Genius midfielder knew
What
that
just
he
happened?
was going to have that extra 4 to spare.
What just happened?
He was getting the absolute most.
Why did
out
Nico
of his
just have the
gold
health bar
shield.
chunked?
That is a lot of value for Palafox.
Runes?
Who, does not
What the fuck
have
was
his
that? That was
flash
weird.
anymore, though. APA did not have
You
to
look
spend
like
any
you ate
summoner
fish and
spells
chips
on
today.
nearly getting
It's
that
not a
kill,
bad
so
guess,
he'll have plenty of advantage
but
here
no,
in
not
that
even
mid-lane
close.
matchup for the next 5 minutes, especially with UG prowling around. And I feel like this game is going to be a better test of how well Yuji
I had
actually
grilled the
does as an
chicken
individual. One of the
with
comments-
green beans and carrots.
Yeah, one of the comments that I read from the live discussion thread between the games was a guy saying, you know, you could kind of just put anybody, just pluck a random guy from ladder and put him in the jungler chair last game, and Team Liquid's still going to win the game. And that's probably pretty true. Core JJ just won everything, but in this one, you know, Contracts has not been set.
I don't think the
egregiously
vegetables
far
were
behind
Scottish.
from before the minions
They were just
even
plain
spawned.
vegetables.
It's going to be a much closer battle. Yuji did have very good stats in that first game, 427 KDA. Obviously up a ton of gold at 14 because of the way the early game went. 2v2 scrap down here in the bottom.
Nice.
Seos finds a nice dredge line there onto Core, who has to crash down defensively. Seos and B-Boy also off to a much better start in this one.
She fakes HP when transform. Oh, Nico's confusing to me. Show me the top lane duel. I love a good Scion. I really just like watching Balfs is what I'm trying to say.
A lot early. This champion is item dependent.
How did you know they weren't Scottish vegetables? Did you hear them speak?
Get lethal threshold there so you can actually find the kills.
What the fuck are you saying to me?
No,
No, I didn't hear them speak, okay? I guess they could have been from Scotland. But as far as I know, I don't think they were from Scotland. That's it. What are we doing here? I'm not racist.
Hard every time you're like traversing through the jungle. You have to have wards everywhere. You have to worry about these brush. So trying to track him early once again, but he is going to take a stop off towards the river here, towards the control ward they have.
We doing drag?
Pit, and we'll
Rip it
start
raw. Oh,
that
gee,
one
this
off.
is a risky
Wrap
maneuver.
around here, and, with the
This is a
overview
risky
recall
maneuver.
from their bottom
Top
lane,
missing.
It should be, well,
We don't know.
it's going to be answered. That control ward in the middle brush did see them path over. So while TL don't have vision of the health of it.
Uh-oh. Okay, okay. Flash from, okay. I panicked. I panicked. I could not commentate. I just panicked.
And Shopify Rebellion are going to claim the first Drake.
What do you think of the tap water? Dude, I don't know. I haven't fucking drank it. Stop asking me. I've only had water bottles. There's a water bottle in my hotel room. I've been drinking
I
it.
know, I certainly do. But this game is a good example. And that time,
Did you feel the same as Jakey when you played Valorant? I probably felt the same as Jakey when I played League. But my journey is also much more individual. I think Naked Jakey's journey was like him playing with his friends and reconnecting with some childhood friends through this game that he used to watch, and he has some nostalgia for. I have no nostalgia for League. I didn't play with any friends, and when I did, I mostly yelled at them. Oh, Hoffin! Hoffin with the 10 gifted. Thank you very much. Amazing video. Are you talking about my Ludwig video, talking about how Duolingo is adding AI? Thank you. People are calling it the new, the entire history of the world, I guess, of YouTube.
Be able to pull something off here with his flash advantage once he gets level 6.
Cutie drama? Why is there drama? You
You
go live, but don't text me back. Divorce.
Kill, so you can actually get to your first lethality spike and start snowballing.
Okay.
Speaking of flash cooldowns,
Okay.
also worth noting,
Okay.
Palafox has about
Hold up.
45 seconds
Because now I'm going to put her on
left in his
blast.
flash cooldown that he had to start
Because now I'm going to put her
earlier.
on blast. Because I
Barely
texted her
survived APA going
at
after him
8
early.
o'clock
So
in the
unless
morning.
TL
It's
just have
early.
an
I say
immediate
landed.
punish ready to go,
Then
that
I
one's
text her at
mostly going to end up
11:30,
being
and I
the
say I
non-factor,
landed in
as Fudge
Scotland
still
now
has
because I had a
control
layover.
over the bot lane wave.
And then
He's
she
doing
messaged me
impact.
just getting out of bed
Both
at
bot lane
1
duos
p.m.
already been swapped up
And
to
I
the
was
top side.
live. I was
7.5
live.
minutes on the clock means
Sorry,
that only 30 seconds
I
remain until the
missed
grubs
this.
spawn. Fudge just taking the chance, move up into the river, grab the honey fruits, because he knows that his jungler is already there, as Palafox continues to struggle with some of this skill shot dodging versus APA, but the farm stays even, and that's what matters. Contracts just waiting in the jungle as Yuji puts a control ward in the brush to find the Kazakhs, but now it's Palafox ready to back him up here with a grand entrance. Yuji still just trying to trade with the enemy jungler as he gets away.
Oh, she called
APA
me?
with a nice tangle bar
Oh, I
to
missed
lock
that.
up
I'm
the
sorry.
Galio as Impact
I actually
arrives
missed
with a
that.
big Scion ulti, and it's first blood back over to APA. Fudge ain't gonna get anything back because Yuji cuts him down before he can try. Shopify, they wanted to make something happen. They wanted to play around the Kazakhs. They wanted to play around Yuji not having a flash, but they couldn't outfight Team Liquid, and it's a 2-0 fight for TL.
Yeah, their Galio ultimate doesn't really get anything for them, and Impact comes in huge, closing the exit from the jungle. The Scion ultimate here, so much value, allows the turnaround. Yuji
I
even
fucking
got to
hate
go
you,
back
Fifine.
in
Never buy a
after that.
Fifine mic.
Oh, Seos
Chat, never buy a 5-fine mic.
Team Liquid was using
Jesus
cooldowns.
Christ.
Was used on the wave. Shattering Strike was used on the wave. Shopify
I can't imagine. How much does it cost? Someone look up, what is the price of this mic?
That one really hurts.
Now, unless this mic is, if it's less than $50, that is the only argument I could see for ever buying this. Contracts, what are we doing here? Palafox, what are we really all inning? Did we use an ult for nothing? Can we kill Appa? What are we doing here? Can we get a fucking kill? We got to flash off. Okay, and we're going to die now. Wait! 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 Oh, this is a replay.
Yuji is able to come back, and so they all are able to collapse and kill Shopify on the way out of the jungle. They got so deep trying. Oh my goodness, Spawn is actually hyped. Usually he stays very composed, but he is very, very hyped here for TL with their first series with UG being in, and it is...
Chat, I'm jet lagged. Chill. All right, I'm a little slower today.
For UG, for Team Liquid.
No! Okay, we got it. We got it. We won the smite fight.
And with Seos and B-Boy coming up to back him up, Team Liquid does not want to overcommit to this here just yet. Yon gonna find
this is a little scary.
In the tri-brush.
You're not going to win this smite fight.
Are working on this Gromp, but Contracts jumps over the wall, recognizing Team Liquid has to be setting some kind of a trap.
Damn, they got 5 people or 4 people, I guess.
Way too many bodies in the area, and now TL finally going to back away without a whole lot more to fight for.
Okay.
Are they at the same venue VCT plays at? I think it's a different venue, chat, right? How are we doing, Fudge? Come on, Fudge. Okay, we got Flash. We can dive here. One more. You're kidding me!
Barely holds on. That one was like 60, 70 HP. But this is payback for the earlier Palafox escape. It's now 1-1 on the cheating death for both teams.
Okay. 1-for-1 on flashes too. So this
did Fudge just use his flash too?
Teleport does come in. Those things take pretty
I am
long
actually
to arrive
fucking
early.
done, bro.
Yeah. And let's see if APA can get anything here.
No, and we lose to Nico.
Follow-up is there.
Contracts
secured as Team Liquid gets their 3rd kill.
They take a long time to arrive, but not too long.
Still arrives.
Plenty there for APA. He makes it happen, and there's a primed turret plate. Look at that. One little sliver.
Oh, that always feels so good.
Thank you, Impact.
It's just primed and
okay, this is not looking good. This is not looking good.
Feels good, man. Thank you. Juicy turret plate.
The gold, you know, we're really just going to have to rely on B-Boy. And B-Boy's kind of nasty, so it's not a bad person to rely on.
They just continue to
Are these players diamond? Don't fucking do that shit. Shut up. No, they're not fucking diamond, asshole.
Thank you, observers. We got a nice look at it. Of course, Proto Belt being cheaper is so nice for so many champions. Definitely for
Why is there a mouse on the screen?
Because APA's got boots plus the Dark Seal plus the Proto Belt. So you
have what?
Of all this extra stuff. But
okay, we do have a Drake, and we do have Grubs. So that's not bad. We have Drake and Grubs, and they are down 2 flashes.
From Shopify.
We're also down 2 flashes. Okay, never mind.
Counterplays so far this game have had huge rewards.
Let's get Drake here.
For APA on his Nico.
He's halfway to a
You're a team owner? Yeah.
Only 12 minutes
yeah, I stack hella bread on Shopify Rebellion. You're blocking the TL score? Oh, they have a game. Yeah. I want Appa Soul so bad. What the hell does that mean? Your YouTube stream is choppy? Is it?
Nicely done from Contracts.
No, you're wrong about that.
That's going to secure them the neutral objective feat as Seos has to try to escape. Yuji going in a little bit further, uses the Viego ulti to try to buffer through some of the CC as Core JJ sets it up.
No. Okay. Thank you very much.
There by possessing the body
Nikhil.
at the right moment. So Team Liquid gets their 4th kill, but Shopify critically stealing away that Drake to make it not a total loss.
Oh, we got a Drake. I missed it. Don't fucking talk to me when I'm fucking streaming, man. I missed the steal. Contracts got a steal for a kill. That's probably worth. Worst watch party year ever. Okay, hold on. What about Tarek when he's ordering on DoorDash?
We need this Dragon Soul. We definitely are going to need this one in the game. We need that burst damage. We need the extra power from Infernal. Palafox, he stops APA Galio's not going to be a type of champion that's going to get a kill off that.
2 Drakes plus 3 Grubs for 4 kills. It's not that bad, right?
ABA does have to stick around with a little
Like,
bit
I
gold in
think
his
it's
pocket.
probably slightly negative, but it's not that bad.
Before he can get up to the
That's
other
pretty
side of the
decent.
map a little bit.
Exactly. Just caught him window shopping a bit.
Thank you, Peter Griffin, for the Prime, and Ninja Piper for the Raw Tier 1.
He wants to play it. And after game number 1 was just TL playing their game.
It's slightly bad, but winnable. And that's all you need is winnable.
I'm glad we are seeing a more active Shopify this game. I'm glad they tried to make the play.
2K gold down is bad. Good thing it's only 1.5K.
Was able to outplay it, but Shopify is having a much more active early game than they did in that first head-to-head that we just saw. Yes, they still have no kills, but the total
Are you
control
crypto
of the
gambling
neutral
on
objectives
one
and
team
one
to
still
lose?
is a much better
No, I am not crypto
See
gambling.
what they can do with it.
I
Exactly. It's not just
am not that
You
broke.
can steal some stuff, and then you got to use that stuff.
use
that you
that
stole.
stuff to make sure you win the game.
Can you sell off all the stolen goods?
Yes, they need to treat Summoner's Rift like a pawn shop.
Change the
And they
Twitch
need
title?
to sell
What is the
all
Twitch
of this
title?
crap and make sure that they can find their vengeance against TL, who's just immediately
I set the
looking for
Twitch title
another hit
earlier.
on Fudge. Last little bit of damage from the Scion isn't quite going to find the target, but TL ain't done yet. Flash in from Yuji.
Run, Fudge!
With the big Viego sword, and he stabs Fudge right in the back. 5-0.
It's live with
All right, this
Restream.
time around,
Why do I have the
Yuji
word?
gonna be
Who made this the
collecting
title?
A lot of the kills. Trinity Force here, power spike for him. So the comms are, we definitely want to use this. They actually re-burn Fudge's flash.
They're one of the
almost
worst
as quickly
titles
as
of
it came
all
up. I
time.
think that thing
You
had
did?
just
I
come
promise you it
come
wasn't
off
me.
cooldown. Because Impacts is really short to follow too, but regardless, with the bot side play, Shopify try and counter on top side.
Ooh, nice
That was a
grab
that
there
was
off
a
the core.
Tim
JJ
Gaming
Seos hits that
title.
one, and they find the pick on TL's support.
Oh my God, we almost
Mystic
lost
shot
Rift.
got it down to 1. That was nearly
Oh my
stolen
God,
by
that was
Jan.
such a
Just
throw.
Barely misses it. What is this game, man? Okay, so now it's
League of
one,
Legends,
It's one survival for Shopify that thought they looked like it
Papa
shouldn't
Plots
happen,
got
one for
hacked?
TL,
What?
And one for neutral creeps. We've got 1 point for everybody. And Impact is going to take first.
And
turn
Joe
of the
Biden
game
has
here
aggressive
for TL.
prostate
That will be
cancer.
the decider in who gets the nicer
It's the worst
shoes.
Sunday
So
ever,
TL
bro.
Gonna claim feats in back-to-back games here. Still have over a 2,000 gold lead 16 minutes in. But Shopify are
Kilobyte, thank you, the
maintaining
Prime.
their absolute control over neutral objectives. 4 for 4 with all 3
What are you
grubs.
doing in
They've got
Scotland?
the
I'm trying to
Herald,
find a
they've
cure for
got one of
Joe.
the first Drakes, and they've got to keep that momentum going as Jan keeps putting the pressure on, this time in the tier 1 turret mid.
You got
Ezreal
DDoS? That
with
sucks.
double buffs on his Trinity Force, feeling quite nice, very safe in the mid lane. Core JJ just trying to get some wards around the outside. I mean, this time, Shopify, at least it feels very cathartic to be able to get their 1 kill, their counter kill onto Core JJ.
Yeah.
Some revenge
I
from
witnessed
last game.
racism today.
It was a very nice hook out of
And
the
I,
Ghost this
you know
time
what?
around,
I
you know,
thought it
by
was
that,
wrong.
Rift
I didn't say
Trail
anything,
that-
but I
that
thought
got
it to
them that
myself.
kill, but they're still down fairly heavily in gold. At least they have their item spikes, though. You know, early game, it's all
I was
about
at the
get your
airport,
first item
and
power
there's
spike
2
here, and then
lines.
you can
There's one
be
line
competitive
if you
for
have a
while
UK,
before, a lot of the
US,
second ones start to come in for TL,
passport.
who will get there a bit quicker.
And there's another line that's like
But, see what
other
they can actually
passports.
do with it here.
And
Contracts
there's a
on the
guy who
Kha'Zix
stands
level
at
11 is
the
really,
crossroads,
really big for
and he
Kha'Zix.
just repeats,
So maybe
you know,
once he gets
UK,
his
US
level
here,
11, and then he can
international
make at
here,
least his second
and I
serrated
see
dirt,
I see
which
a
as far as,
dude
like,
wearing
the
a
smaller piece items is
what's that
definitely
headgear?
one of the stronger ones, especially for a Kha'Zix that really needs to be a big
I forget
part,
the name of the equip.
this team comp where they've got Nautilus ult to start out,
A turban.
plus Galio ults that
Yeah,
are supposed
thank
to
you.
come in on top of
He's
it.
wearing a turban,
See if they can
and
actually pull off that
and he's
fight
got
that they
like a
envisioned
huge
when
white
they picked
mustache,
up this pick.
and
Plus,
he
he gets his
and he
second
looks
bug
of
power.
Indian
Very
descent.
important.
Yeah, that's
And he
why
walks
level
through the
11 are
UK
so
line,
big.
Yeah.
and the
Massive
guy
for him as
who
Core
worked
JJ jumps
at
over the wall.
the
Evo's gonna
airport
be your
stopped
target,
him,
but Yuji
and he
can't
said,
follow it up
"Oh,
just yet. That's okay.
it's
Impact
UK
is
and
already
US
arrived,
residents
and
only."
Seos has
And then the guy
already
flashes
died.
his
Team
UK
Liquid
passport,
sends everything
and
in the
he's
kitchen
like,
sink, and
"I
they'll
know."
find their kill, but Shopify
And
are
I was
taking
like,
back
I was
a
like,
tier 1 turret at the top
racism.
lane at the same
That's
time.
racism
TL,
right there,
though,
brother.
about to stop that soul stack.
Yes, they are, and it doesn't look like there's going to be too much of an answer on the other side, even with the 3 grubs buff. Fudge only gets a little chunk there. The Rift Herald's coming over to help.
And I thought to
Yeah,
myself, I'm
Rift Herald
firmly
put some
against
serious
this.
damage into the tier 2, even take it down. Nicely done by Fudge. The gold lead for TL was almost up to 2,500, but after Fudge takes down that tier 1 and tier 2 turret combo, it's back down to 1.5k. So still playable, still manageable for Shopify.
Did I understand the worker?
Like
Did I
this.
understand
APA
him?
picking up another one as contracts falls. Palafox
No.
wanted to reinforce him, and they're going to get the kill back on Cortez.
I don't think I would ever try that hard.
Now even further damage
I think if I
finds
worked
APA,
that
who's
job,
got
I
him,
would
trying
just
to
be
win
saying the
for
thing. And
win.
if someone goes in the wrong
War
line, I'm like,
blowing.
not my problem.
And they are knocking him right over. Shutdown credit over to Seos on that one, and Shopify gets a nice punish, 2 for 1.
All right, well, the bug body
Let's
is a
go,
good Galio hold
Shopify.
tight, at least.
Pretty good fucking round right there. We got
Quickly,
top tier
very
2.
squishy
We
there.
got a kill.
Yeah, the
We got
Galio
Rift
does come
Herald.
down on top.
We're looking
APA
good
got
right
over
now.
Here, place the ward, some come in, and boom. It's a full wombo combo, but this is when you have the full commitment onto the
Really
bug.
good ult
It's
by
perfect
Palafox.
positioning for Palafox.
I
They
think-
come in, they
I
have
think
the
getting,
knowledge, as well from Seos
we got a
afterwards
2 for
to
1
get
right there,
2
yeah?
for themselves.
Yeah,
2
that's
for 1
worth.
trade, so
And
even
that's
though
a
they
shutdown
do
bonus,
lose the
yeah.
turret from the siege,
That's hella worth.
they still get an extra kill. And,
Oh, it went to our
like you were
support.
saying, Fudge
Okay,
actually
that's
did a
not
lot
as
of
worth.
work, even though he's 0-3 on the Jace, pushing hard on the top side to actually get a lot.
Wasted
of
the
gold
Rift.
back,
You got nothing.
for the squad here.
We got top tier
To
2.
get
That's
them in
700 gold.
position for some of these 2 item power spikes could be critical to the hopes for the comeback for Shopify. I mean, at least they've got double items here on B-Voy. B-Voy no longer has any summoner spells.
What
but,
cities will you visit?
does have the ability
Edinburgh?
now with Rage Blade plus the Blade of the Ruin King to actually work through some of the front line. And this is the guy that they were going to rely on. to
Racism
deal
is
with,
bad, but
the beefy members
racism is
on
hatred
TL.
towards a race.
Speaking of those
Well, I
meatballs
feel
on
like
Team Liquid,
that's
Sion
a
is
form of
looking like he
racism,
belongs
but
in
I
the
feel
middle
like
of a
some
whole
people
plate of
think
spaghetti
that
right about
racism
now.
is
2 fully
only
completed
if
armor
you're
items.
like
You got the Sunfire,
like
you got the
wildly,
Frozen Heart,
overtly
and you got nearly 1,000
hating
HP
a
gained
specific
from
people,
Soul Furnace. The man is an entire
and that's the
entree,
only
and
form
I
that
don't think
racism can
anybody
take.
on Shopify is hungry enough to chew through them. As Team Liquid is already going to start up the Thornbound Otacon, it has just now spawned. Contract stepping up to try to challenge a little bit for this. He does have his evolved rockets. I believe it's also the evolved ulti. Core JJ trying to escape a little bit down here in the bottom side as Team Liquid scrambles to look to join back up with them. The Otacon likely to reset the aggro. Palafox stranded a little bit, tries to go in after APA, but he can't find the lockdown he needs. Team Liquid still looking for the chance to fight as Yon fires the Mystic shots back towards Seos. Palafox is about to die before the fight even really starts. Seos should probably be the next one. True Shot Barrage going to force him back over to the side as Impact's in the middle of everybody, just buying time. Shut down over to B-Boy, who continues to try to escape, but it's Core JJ with a massive crash down, Magnet Storm, and nobody on Shopify's walking away from that one. Ace for Team Liquid.
Team Liquid does it again, and that's going to be the Otacon rewards for them this time around. Flowers, I think you said it. The key was Palafox right here, going for APA, but nobody in range, even with Contracts popping his Ghost and ulti to try and get over there to follow up. Nobody was in range to
This is
follow
horrible.
up with damage.
That was
and they
bad.
insisted
That was
flash play.
stinky.
And then since the flash was used as
That
an
was
engage
yucky.
mechanism there for Palafox, he was so deep.
Palafox,
past the
that was
Otacon
yuck.
and
That was
into
ick.
The entire Team Liquid team. That
This is
TL
game 2.
had a very good opening for a counter engage.
All right.
And even though Impact
I'm switching
sacrifices
gears.
himself going on the front line to ensure that
Zane's playing Josh, man. It's game 3.
Oh, wait a second.
Can he finish
The
this?
light show? Oh, it's so
No.
hard. It's so lot.
But he gets the grab first.
I love the neutral air.
Wait a minute, Josh, man.
Let's go. Firing on all
Careful.
cylinders.
Joshi.
There you
Let's
go.
go.
Rising back
Joshi.
there.
Josh is running hot.
He sure is.
Let's get the
Hey.
Broctagon in
I've been
League. That's an
thinking
idea.
about that neutral air
Again,
all
just-
day.
Zane is just standing in place and grabbing whenever Joshman runs it.
Well, it's
Again,
exactly.
just
So
keep
it's
working.
because Josh has been showing overshoot grab
Yeah,
and
yeah.
overshoot
Oh
shine a
my
bunch.
God, yeah.
Because Zane has been playing corner quite well. And Zane says, you know, let's
This is
just, like,
Shopify
change
Rebellion
the
versus
inflection
Shopify
point.
Rebellion.
Yeah.
Grab
Losers
out.
eliminated,
So
which is
it's-
really
it's
sad, to be
showing
honest.
stuff, really. Now
Josh-
he's doing
Josh
select
winning
there.
would be
It's-
cool.
he's rotating.
Zane winning
Josh
would
hasn't
probably be
feigned, like,
better
quick dash
because I
in,
think
dash
Zane has the
back
highest
to
chance of
punish
winning the
the
entire
grab
event
in,
from
so they can do this
losers
pretty safely.
of
Yeah,
anyone
and
in
he's not
losers.
doing like
We
wave
got-
dash down check at all,
There it is.
but gets the roll up there.
Nice.
Yeah, if he does a few things to like slightly change up where
Well, he's winning.
But
I
Joshy winning's
know, but,
cool.
like, The thing
he
is
could
that
be
Zane
winning
is
more.
checking him right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Look at how.
Why
he's
isn't he
finding
watching
the
League?
openings.
So I guess that means that the problem here is Zane's
You know,
punches and
we were
strikes,
watching.
He's gotten
Yeah.
a million
Yeah.
neutral.
I might go
Not
back,
in
but
this game,
this is
though.
Shopify Rebellion. We're
Josh
still
also
being
to the two running shines
good
too.
owners.
That was
Oh, week 1.
Surprised he didn't wiggle
Third?
out Devilish there, but double shine.
Okay.
Got the stack right.
Oh, slow get up almost wins the whole game.
Sometimes it's a buff against Marth to have.
Nice.
A little too close.
It's a rough spot.
All right, if
Against-
Josh loses
against
this,
his
he is
last
out.
stand here.
Oh my God, just goes
So he
right
needs
out
to
there.
kill
I will
Zane.
fight you here.
You gotta shine
Up
that.
throw?
Can
Up
two
air?
Foxes
Nice.
beat him on FT twice though?
Back air? Ooh, the cloud stall.
Oh,
no.
my God.
We're getting into
Oh,
slop, and
that
then
was
too
a
much
that was a
slop, and
greedy
that-
counter.
Good enough for
Double
Josh
jump
to respond.
counter.
Oh.
Up throw up here, still not going to KO.
He whipped
I'm
out.
wrong
He
here.
waited out.
Hills,
One time.
okay.
The first time he
Josh
waited
still
it out.
in.
Okay.
They got him the game. Really good whip punish
All
on
right.
Josh Man to get on the board.
On the board indeed.
It's keeping the pace. It's hard, I
Yeah.
think. Because
Yeah.
like now,
All right, what's going on here?
We're
bouncing
if
around
you
right now.
could, like, that's one thing you still can do with this Kha'Zix. You're basically like, I can steal stuff.
When do they get
I
two
am a
Drakes? When did this
W
happen?
spamming bot with my missiles.
Yeah, you got
from
evolved
range.
rockets.
5-0 and
you
5
pretty much
Viego,
W
1-0 and
evolve
5
is
Ezreal.
almost- it's like
Varus is still
99%
really
always your
strong.
second evolve,
B-Boy's really strong and
just
good.
because it allows you to play some of these
You
areas.
just have to have a
but
good
see
engage
if they can
and
pick
not
anyone
int.
off.
This is
because
winnable. You
Surprise
just can't
counter
int.
kills, I guess, are some something
Because
they
we
can
actually
still
have
hope for.
way
Like, we
more,
kinda saw in the last
towers
game
in them.
where you get a little bit to this point, and then you're thinking, well, we got to roll our dice on another
Ludwig
one
stopped
of these
watching
vision
Rough.
plays
I'm
where we get
literally watching right now,
surprise,
chill.
Assassination on somebody who's isolated.
You can switch tabs.
'Cause
Yeah,
if they have vision, then you're
For some
basically
reason,
just spamming
fucking-
W to try and get
I have
the
this
slow
weird
and
full screen
tiny
issue
bits
right
of
now,
poke
but-
damage and the tiniest of first strikes.
Oh, he has to win
Yeah,
twice on
it's-
FT.
it's
Good
not
luck,
looking
Josh.
Great, man. Shopify.
Good luck,
trying to defend
Joshy.
this
That's
tier
gonna be
2
a
turret
tough
down here in bottom lane. Impact and Yawn, the ones
challenge.
positioned as the forward targets, and we know how bad it goes when Impact
Where in
gets
Scotland are
targeted.
you?
There's just
Edinburgh?
no way to deal with this guy in a reasonable manner, and you can see with the items in
The Nuggets are
inventory
getting
now,
rolled.
Megatron Cloak to provide some of the defense against the magic damage in the Galio
And the Dodgers
Varus
lost to
kits
the
as
Angels.
well. He's only going to become more and more unkillable. Over 1,100
Andrew
health
Biden's got
now.
aggressive
Just
prostate
from
cancer,
Soul
bro.
Furnace
Today's a
alone,
fucked up
1,
day.
1 and 8 on this frontline tank. You even mentioned in draft, they're kind of falling back to these old tried and true Impact picks, right? We've seen a lot of complaints. We've had a lot of our own complaints about Impact on split pushers or more selfish champions, wanting to see him more on the
Glasgow.
traditional
I feel like that's how a
frontliner
Scottish
tank
person would say
role
it.
for the team, and he just looks so
Glasgow.
damn good doing it.
Certainly does.
Glasgow.
And it makes it nice
that's how
for
they say it.
TL as far as how you want to play out the rest of the game, because they can have him push off on the side. Your ultimate means
You
that
should
you
try a
can get to the team
deep
fight
fried
very
Mars
quickly.
bar. Dude, I'm already 200
and
pounds.
he is going like.
I'm
it's very
not trying
hard
to
for
hit
Shopify
fucking
basically
world
to
records.
soak the Scion
Okay,
ultimate.
wait.
It's pretty
Oh.
big.
So they kind of have to
What is
play
this, 4
around
people
it,
in a bush?
and Team
What are we
Liquid
doing
here
here?
with really strong options as far as front to back, having Nico coverage as well, and having the threat of that big crash down like you saw from Core JJ last time around with the ultimate plus the crash down. Getting a bunch of members means TL, they have a lot of threat when you get vision coverage over Baron, because Shopify have to continue to like poke around, try and check for vision. It's definitely dangerous.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, contracts. With the Edge of Night completed,
Dude, contracts is squishy, right? Isn't that the whole thing with Kha'Zix? Kha'Zix is squishy as hell.
On the Shopify side,
He's
but
like
it's
little- he's an
still
assassin. He's
really
like Fiddle.
dangerous. As
Well,
soon
I guess
as you
not
lose that
like
spell
Fiddle,
shield, all of a sudden
Zane
you
won?
are
Yeah, that makes
one
sense.
click away from
That
instant
was
doom.
2 FDs is gonna be
Yeah.
tough.
Can Shopify still find an angle to assassinate
Josh can win, but it's
Yawn?
kind of important
It
to
has
win
be
one of game
through
1 or 2.
barrier,
And Flash.
through flat. Well, yeah, through or around, or I guess following Flash, plus the E, plus the locket that comes from Core JJ's rel.
Plus
Okay,
Nico ulti is gonna be
contracts.
protecting him.
Through
With a
lot of
shifty
heal
angle
that's gonna
on
happen.
Ezreal. Let's
Well,
go!
going after
Let's
him right
activate
now.
here.
Contracts coming around
Oh,
from the side, but Team Liquid is
no.
undeterred.
Oh,
Yawn
no.
just
Oh,
immediately forcing
no.
contracts
Oh,
away,
and
and now
Palafox, how are you getting caught out?
again
Oh,
is too
no.
far forward. He tries to get out, but the crash down Magnet Storm from Core JJ is ready to seal the deal. Palafox dead again as Contracts tries to separate from the rest of the team and disengage down into the river, but we are not done yet. Yuji with the stolen Galio body, and APA sets up 2 more. Team Liquid 3 for nothing. The enemy jungler barely hobbling away means he can't try to steal this Baron. It's another objective going the way of TL, 16-5 on the scoreboard.
He can handle a blue buff though.
Yeah, I
Flowers.
won't.
Okay, he can be. I would hope.
Well,
he
I
can
don't
beat
think
the
this is
blue
Pal
buff.
Fox's best game.
That would be some real dire straits.
I don't think this is the one
as
that's going on
Fudge
the fridge.
Jumps in after Core JJ with a 2 to the skies.
It happens.
doing a good job blocking that one up, and now Fudge knows
The
there's
good
not a
news
whole
is
lot
this
more for
game
him to try to do. Baron at 28
mostly
minutes
doesn't
for
matter.
Team Liquid.
I don't think it
Let's see,
changes
yeah, and Dragon Timer, it's
really
perfect. They can just do
anything
Baron
about
powered
playoffs.
recalls, get their control wards, reset,
because
spend all your money, get back
Copage?
over
No.
for the Dragon
It's not
as
even Copage.
well.
It's
Here's
just
another
that
look at it.
LTA has like one of the
Shopify were
weirdest
like,
formats of all
okay,
time.
You know, we see Yon under a low health tower. You know, maybe there's some sort of look there, so they try and get
Basically,
into position,
like,
but yeah.
there's one
DL,
seeds,
another
and the
really
one
good
seeds
counter. They run them down, push them
play
off,
the
and then here's
the,
another look.
the 2 seeds.
Where he's actually so tanky
Team
there.
Liquid and
Usually
Shopify
when
Billion
you
are
picked
both
up the
2
Galio
seeds, so we're
body,
playing each other.
and it opened up
The game
space
doesn't
for
fucking
APA
matter because the
to go
1
make
seed
another Nico play, one of the
gets
reasons
to
he really
pick
likes
who they
that
play.
champion.
So it's
Spawn
actually
likes
literally
what
irrelevant.
he sees here,
If
but
we
he's also
won, it
perplexed
wouldn't
at
matter.
something.
If we lost, it would change nothing about the rest of playoffs. Because we don't get to pick who we play.
As now Seos and B-Boy have to try to get away because Impact's made his way forward. Young
Wow, how much HP?
with
Oh, he
just
dies.
50 HP, but he finally dies.
Okay, hold
this
up.
Time. Impact keeps on looking for more as Shopify have already given
It's a
double
best of
kill
3.
over to Yuji,
What the fuck is
who
this format?
goes
I don't
in
know,
for
bro.
the triple on his first day in
Sometimes
the
they make shit up.
LPA.
I won't lie.
He's 10-0 this time around.
Yeah.
All right, I think we can call it.
10-0.
I think we can call it. I don't think we need to watch this Viego ravage the rest of our team. Joshi!
You that hard on Yoshi.
Yeah, I feel like if
Joshi!
Marth like wants to play out of the corner, dash attack is like
Jump.
the move that like makes Fox mains and literally every character old.
Yeah.
That move is so insane. But he didn't really dash attack literally at all, so I was like, oh, I'm chilling. I just feel like he'll like down tilt to check you. And I missed dash backs out of the down tilt because it's like new stick moment, so it's like completely.
You know what's crazy is I guess I should have realized this. Oh, wait, hold up! Hold up!
He doesn't die alone.
Well.
Well.
Let's see.
What do we got?
There's not going to be any objectives coming up soon.
You know, we're only
kinda
down
just have
4K
to
gold.
Sit in this Team Liquid lead. If you're Shopify, I have a feeling that they're going to continue to try and go for
Don't get your hopes up.
assassinations
You know
like
me, I'm
this
a simple
because
man.
They don't have a lot of other
I get my
options,
hopes up.
But, see if
That's
they
a lot of
actually- yeah,
gold.
they never even got vision until he jumped all the way in. But APA did
Jesus
react
Christ,
very
we went
quickly,
1
and
for
so
1
APA
there?
at least gets his counter kill.
Jesus
And he's
Christ.
like, yeah, when a Kha'Zix and a Galio come at you like that, you're smiling when
You
you
gotta
get
trim
a
that a
counter
little
kill.
bit.
He was
I've been
able to
there.
get through the spell shield from the edge of
If they
Night,
somehow kill Viego, it's
and
winnable.
Still good for one.
Viego's tough to
And
kill,
remember
though.
Nico's Q, those, I'm trying to remember the name of it. For some reason, it's completely escaping me.
The
But
Tangle Barbs is
no,
it?
the Tangle Barbs is the E.
The
'cause it
Blooming
tangles you
Burst.
up. Yeah, the Blooming Burst. I was going to say Blooming Blows because that's Lilia's.
Okay, we
need
get
to
tier
change
2
the
bot.
blooming to something else. It's too much blooming. But whenever that Q
They
hits,
get tier
it
2
re-pops
top.
up to 3 times.
Yeah.
And so when you're stuck on top of the Tangle Barbs, it doesn't matter if you have the Galio
What's Jace
shield.
doing?
You
Jace is
are in
staying
some
bot lane.
real deep water on that
gonna
one.
try to
As
push
Team
his wave?
Liquid just
Ezreal and
continues
Nico
their
are
push,
there.
20-8 on the scoreboard. About to have a 6,000
have
gold
numbers.
lead if they get any
We
of
have
these
numbers
kills.
here.
Palafox makes
Oh,
distance
never
with
mind,
the
now we
Justice
don't.
Punch,
Ezreal
and the
TP'd.
TP arrives. APA is ready to join the
APA.
rest of the team. The
TP,
clone just
okay.
runs forward to its doom as Impact
Wait, how did
provides
Ezreal
the
get
split lane pressure up
How the
here
fuck
in
did
the
Ezreal
top
get there? He
side.
didn't TP,
TL
but I saw him
continuing to try to
TP.
move this
How does that
forward
work?
into the enemy base, but they don't have the Baron any longer. It is a little bit difficult. Still with a 5,000 gold lead, though.
Did he just run there?
Seo's
Okay,
starting
hold
to
up.
start things up, but Core JJ is happy to turn it right back around.
Wait.
Shopify needs to send their support back to the fountain and heal him up. Yes, Core is low as well, but it's not going to matter too much. Beautiful shot from Yawn straight through the
I've
back.
never seen an Ezreal do
Palafox
that
about
much
to
health
die
in my
now
life.
as well, as Team Liquid
That
just
Ezreal ult did
continues
so much
finding
damage, that's
opportunities
crazy.
Again and again and again. Now moving back to that tier 3 turret up there in the top lane. The tier 3 in mid is below half HP. They just need the wave to arrive.
It's
Inhibitor in
cooked.
top lane, the target,
It's
and
chopped.
nobody on Shopify is ready
Top
to try
inhib
to stop it. The
is gonna
main
make
direct engage mechanism
Soul-
was Seos
I mean,
on
they're
the
probably just
Nautilus,
gonna win
but
right
he's
here.
still dead for another 15
Nah, maybe not.
seconds. And mid lane
They
inhib
can
is the
back
target.
off. They
And
can
that
get
target
Soul.
is down. New target.
Immediately APA
Here's the
jumps
thing,
in after
hopefully they
Fudge.
go in
aren't
right
gonna
now
find
and
the
they
kill
int.
there, but now Contract's in danger, has to try to hop out on the Kha'Zix. Just barely survives as the Mystic Shot hits him. True Shot Barrage will not claim a
Okay, yeah,
second
they're gonna back
snipe,
off.
but the damage is done, Kobe.
Yeah,
It's a 7,000
they're
gold
gonna
lead
back
for
off.
TL.
They're gonna fucking
It's
get
2 inhibitors
Soul.
down in the
There's literally
Shopify
no way to
base.
stop
And
it.
what a good look for Team Liquid it has been.
Nah, this is
Flowers.
Jover.
Spawn flown
Check
back
Discord.
in.
Tim, there's
UG
no way for me to
put
check
in
Discord
the front line, and
on, my
Team
computer.
Liquid looking like they're going to 2-0 here versus Shopify.
Oh, it's a merge
mean,
chat on my phone?
Can't ask for much
Maji
more from
did.
Yuji this
I don't know
time
if it'll
around.
work.
No,
Really,
he's having an awesome game.
he was able to evade the early Galio Kha'Zix combo invading, even when he didn't have his flash from it being blown earlier on in the game.
It don't
and
work.
from that point on, just collecting
Tadge.
kills. Really good turns.
Oh, it does work.
from
Wait,
Team
hold up.
Liquid.
I
A
think
lot
I
of
see it
early
now. Oh
plays
my god,
were
it does work.
counter plays countering some Shopify.
Is this a best of 3? Yeah, we already watched game 1. They
that they
lost.
were able to pull off. Also
Are you
good props
okay?
to
Why are you in
Impact,
Scotland?
picking up the
Wait, why would I not be
Scion
okay?
pick
Is Scotland
into
known
the
for
Jace.
like
Nearly 1,500 HP on
medical
Soul
stuff?
Furnace.
Yeah, I'm okay.
It's, Scion's W is a very balanced ability. So much HP from this thing. Impact is just
It's just a
brick
depressing
wall.
place.
4 fully completed items as he immediately
Bro, it's not like I said I went to
jumps in
Stoke-on-Trent.
after the Shopify
Relax.
carries. Palafox
I'm in
and
Scotland.
B-Boy scrambling to
Don't
try to
write off
stay
all of
alive.
Scotland. Hold up.
Palafox wants
Let's
to have a
focus.
heroic entrance and
Nice.
knocks up 3. The
Keep it
shutdown of
pushing.
Yuji is there.
Oh,
Call
what
through
an
to
ult
save
from
to
Nico.
save the day as Contracts
Jesus
and Palafox
Christ, that ult
can't
was insane.
escape.
Okay,
And
GG.
that'll do it. APA
Wow,
saw
wow, 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 wow,
Shopify
wow,
about
wow,
to
wow,
win a
wow,
fight
wow,
and
wow,
said,
wow, wow, wow.
hell no.
I think I would
Team
like playing
Liquid
Nico.
now going straight
Nico
for the
seems like a
enemy
huge pain in the
Nexus.
fucking
the
ass.
Nexus turrets aren't going to last long. It's
And has the
only
same ult
Fudge
as a
to
Mumu.
try to defend him with APA Yon and Impact on the push. The Jace has no way to deal with this threat. He's already dead. The ace for Yon and
GG.
Team Liquid 26-10.